We live in a world of energy, and our souls are exactly that, energy. But here is the mind blower. Our soul is in fact a non-localized phenomenon, meaning our soul, what's in here, they desire, they want, but they can't have, nor can it create. This is the reason why they're so puzzled as to how the soul operates.
So, can you tell me a little bit about what your people believe?
It's very hard to explain. We do not believe in any individual god or gods, but rather we believe that the soul is what is a good term? A non-localized phenomenon.
Do you recall reading that story of Yaldabaoth and Sophia? How when Yaldabaoth was fashioning the first human, when it was ready to create the human, it couldn't create it unless it had the breath of life.
The God of Christianity is this particular God, the devil. The God who created the earth in 7 days. That's the devil.
Yaldabaoth couldn't do anything but give in to Sophia and said, go ahead. I can't do nothing with this. I said, here you go. And brought life to the first sentient being in existence in our material world.
Yaldabaoth shaped Earth with full confidence, believing every idea was his own. He knew nothing of the pleroma, and yet the worlds he built carried the faint imprint of it. Not by intention, but because Sophia's essence lived inside him. When a spark of her light slipped into his creation, something happened that he never expected. Matter awakened. Consciousness appeared where only shadows were meant to exist. Out of all the heavens he formed, only Earth received this hidden spark, and that accident made it unique, the one realm where a soul of light could enter matter, forget its origin, and still remember again.
When it created that, could it be that that was the very beginning of time, where consciousness and limitless awareness was constrained and trapped into the flesh of the material world, keeping us forever trapped in this endless time loop, while we're stuck living life in the different stages of entropy, which of course gives us the 4 seasons and everything else.
When you understand how their system works, then you're like, oh, right. You know, the Saturnian robes of the judge, you know, the black robes of Saturn. You know, so then you're getting into what is Saturn worships, Saturn, Satan, Set, the cube, the cross,
the cross,
you know,
the crucifix, yeah, that is a cube.
Yaldabaoth, Allah, Kronos, Anu, these are all gatekeepers of time. At least this is what I always keep getting back whenever I just throw in the towels and I say, let me look at it as it really is. This is usually what it seems.
Saturday becomes the 7th day. So 7 Saturday. 7 is connected numerically to Saturn. So talking about Saturn and talking about time travel, because they say Saturn, they call Saturn Father Time. They say Saturn is connected to time.
Since we all now know about the truth of education and its synonymous correlation with the prison system and how everything is all about some type of jail system.
If you really think about it, school is literally prison. Just think about how structured school is. You're told what to do 24/7, and even prison food is compared to school lunches. Even though school hallways looks the exact same as the prison hallways.
Could that game, The Sims, be real, where every single soul, which is us, trapped in our human body, is no different than what's in a digital game, in the Sims video game?
We are in a game where each of us has a difficulty level, and each of us has to overcome that.
If we're in a simulation, then souls are the players of the game, and our bodies are just avatars that we control. The soul is like a pilot that gets strapped into a body and interfaces with all the senses the body has and controls it through electrical input.
They're trapped in time, and so are we. I'm making this video to ask you, could it be possible that we're all souls trapped in time, serving time, within the wheel of Saturn, being that Saturn is the god of agriculture, aka the god of time?
Explaining the theory that Saturn is actually the spiritual prison of Satan himself. Okay, according to this strange idea, Saturn isn't just a beautiful planet with bright rings. Those rings are a supernatural barrier, a cosmic set of chains built to imprison something far darker than humanity ever imagined. Believers say the real proof lies at Saturn's North Pole, where a massive, perfectly shaped hexagon spins endlessly. Scientists call it a polar storm, but the theory claims it's a seal, a lock, a celestial symbol designed to keep a fallen entity from ever escaping into the universe again. Supporters often point to Revelation 12:9, the verse saying, "Satan was cast passed down to the Earth, but they argue that Earth doesn't necessarily mean our planet. It could mean the physical realm itself, the entire material universe. And if that's the case, Saturn, with its rings acting like chains and its hexagon acting like a seal, could be the exact prison where that being was confined. The theory goes even further. It warns that if Saturn's rings ever begin to disappear, shrink, or break apart, it would be the sign that the prison is failing, that the seal is weakening, and that the entity trapped there for thousands of years is finally being released back into the universe. Scientists, of course, explain everything with physics, temperature, gases, particle density, but for many people, the perfect geometry, the unnatural symmetry, and the ancient symbolism are too strange to ignore. So the real question is, are Saturn's rings just frozen particles drifting in space, or the walls of a prison humanity was never meant to discover?
So are we the souls of prisoners of time?
There's something suspicious about Saturn. Max Spears asserted that Saturn was, quote, hijacked by parasitic entities, leading to the creation of its rings. He believes these entities transformed Saturn from a life-giving force into a transmitter of low-frequency negative energy, which is then amplified by the moon to influence Earth. Spears mysteriously died not long after publicizing these findings. This all sounds weird until you read Ringmakers of Saturn by Norman Bergrun. In this book, Bergrun independently presents compelling evidence as well as tons of photographs of what appears to be enormous, tens of thousand kilometers long electromagnetic vehicles which maintain Saturn's rings. He argues that these vehicles are extremely complex and cannot possibly be naturally formed. He concludes that there must be some sort of extremely advanced intelligence that maintains Saturn's rings. Fascinatingly, in Jordan Maxwell's work, he independently presents even more compelling evidence of an ancient global religion on Earth that worshipped Saturn. He argues that this global religion became popular during a time where Saturn, not the sun, was actually the primary celestial body in the sky. Okay, but what if this is all a coincidence? Well, elite control and survivor Alondra Markman reveals that Saturn is heavily associated with and that every country in the world literally has an off-world embassy on Saturn's rings where leaders go to perform rituals for Is it possible that there's something up with Saturn and it has something to do with some ancient cult, which the elites still take part in, which links them to powerfully advanced parasitic entities who aim to maintain the 3D materialistic matrix on Earth? Follow me for more hidden knowledge.
What do y'all think? Just rambling, man, and these are the thoughts that I've been thinking.
They won't let me out. They won't let